It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Milwaukee, where the Bucks will be going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Checking out the Spurs, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. Tonight we get to watch DeMar DeRozan, one of the more prolific scorers in the game. And Shaq, he's doing it without being a major three-point threat.
MRA is always interesting when a guy is getting it done in different ways. MRA stands for mid-range assassin, in case you didn't know. Okay. And excellent on that shot.
Well, he draws the defenders off the double team. His dribble penetration is great.
What?
Hey,
come on. You're doing so many D's and B's there, man. I can't understand.
Well, I just
So what's he doing?
He's drawing double teams. And
How's
when he
his
does
dribble
that,
penetration for DeMar DeRozan?
Oh, you almost
I almost bobbled
lost
that
it
one
too.
I almost bobbled the dribble.
The dribble penetration by DeMar DeRozan. That's pretty impressive. That's why I was trying to get it all out.
Yeah. You know a guy who never has any trouble getting any of those words out?
Who are you talking about?
Kevin Harlan.
Kevin
Harlan.
Harlan.
Y'all got me again.
Yeah,
I forgot who you
You're forgetting
were.
about Kevin Harlan. Yeah.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Spurs come into town. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. And, of course, Stanley Johnson, not here, but we've seen the team playing well regardless of that fact.
What the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their young players are ready to take on more responsibility, and they're going to be more minutes for guys that weren't seeing a whole lot of them before.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in California, and he idolized Kobe Bryant. Well, DeRozan says, Kobe was my favorite player. I watched everything he did, practiced almost all his moves, and DeRozan has become a multiple-time All-Star. Kevin?
Well, DA, you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. What we have tonight, two awesome rebounding teams, Steve. What do you think we're going to be seeing out there in this one?
You know, two teams that get after it. I love to watch the game within the game. Just watching two gladiators go at it, just boxing out. They're grabbing, they're fighting for the loose ball. It's interesting to see what goes on before you actually get the rebound.
Kind of like a chess match, right? You make a move, then I'll try to counter that move.
And teams now, they count possessions. Analytics, everybody wants to see who has the most possessions, and that will give you a better chance to win the ball game.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Murray and DeRozan in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. And it's Gay in at the three, the small forward.
DeMar DeRozan's bread and butter. He has a great feel from the mid-range.
Bledsoe looking around. To the paint. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Basket good.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
DeRozan against Brogdon. Right side, DeRozan. Lopez with the steal. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Off the inbound, no good. For the Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Phoenix. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Great power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. DeRozan against Brogdon. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
Having a good, efficient start to this game offensively. Let's see if he can keep it going.
DeRozan's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's DeRozan. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Milwaukee with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
They had active hands on the defensive end, and it paid off. A lot of easy baskets and transitions because of that.
Now here's Bledsoe following the shot by Rudy Gay. Here's Middleton. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Middleton's got his first basket.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Bledsoe against Murray. Gay kicks to Aldridge. Pass to DeRozan. Outside Gasol. 4 on the clock. He can't get it to go.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Murray. He had 16 points in the win against Indiana.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Here's Gay. They trail by 6. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. Here's Middleton. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. No good from Bledsoe. Well, obviously a down season last year for the Spurs, but one of their best years in decades on the offensive glass.
No more for their defensive rebounding. The Spurs were 6th in the league in offensive boards. Part of that was trying to find new ways to generate points.
Now here's Lopez, following the miss by DeRozan. Here's Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Hey, that's good.
This is the confidence Rudy has in himself, looking to score as soon as he gets the rock.
Bucks leading by 4. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Bledsoe finds Middleton. Some solid defense from Gay.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
The pass to DeRozan. Here's Murray. He's guarded by Brogdon. 5 to shoot. From 18 feet away, Lopez grabs the board.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Murray. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
I tell you what, how efficient they were at scoring the basketball, especially for an away game, that was impressive.
They did a good job of controlling the tempo, playing at a speed that suits their offense.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Golden State. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's the Spurs, 9.5 games behind.
And, you know, for the Spurs, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they've played their best basketball, so if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Off target from outside.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Now, here's Brogdon, following the shot by Rudy Gay. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Spurs trail by 8. Ball's knocked loose. Brogdon the pass to Lopez. And DeRozan sends it back.
With that leaping ability of DeRozan, he can go get it.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And San Antonio shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Lazy defense against a good score. Turns out not to matter.
To the middle. Here's Brogdon. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 11. Kicks to Aldridge. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Second shot opportunity, and it's Aldridge with the bucket inside.
LaMarcus does this well, getting into the mix and creating buckets off the offensive rebounds.
Antetokounmpo against Aldridge. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. For Murray. No good from Bledsoe.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Mirotic comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here is Forbes. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Pass to Bellinelli. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. San Antonio with the ball. 7-point differential. Aldridge.
A cagey defender. Mirotic is using his length to throw off that shot.
And it's Aldridge missing. It's stolen. Passes it to Forbes. And it comes off the front of the rim. Connaughton passes to Ilyasova. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Spurs trail by 9. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
Now here is Aldridge. A 17-point game for him in the win against Indiana. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
LaMarcus Aldridge putting pressure on this defense getting into the seams and making plays.
Pass to Connaughton. Outside Hill. The pass to Mirotic. Releases. A rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Walker looking for an opening. He kicks it to Forbes. Pass to Aldridge. And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Bellinelli's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bucks leading by 6. Hill with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Dishes to Ilyasova. Rebounded by the Spurs. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Forbes kicks to Aldridge. Walker, bounce pass. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint, here's Ilyasova. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
Walker the pass to Forbes. 1:36 left to play here in the first. Outside, Bellinelli. Mirotic grabs the miss. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Here's Walker following the bucket by the Bucks. To the paint. Here's Bertanis. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Hill finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And when you've got a player like him who can shoot that efficiently on the perimeter, it gives you a remarkably dependable option every time down the floor.
And to shoot a high percentage, you have to be able to make shots in the inside in traffic. And they do a good job of doing that.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Spurs trail by 9. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Forbes. Aldridge trying to break free. Forbes can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And right there, a little miscommunication on that pass.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Mills. Kicks it to Aldridge. To the inside. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Great scores like Aldridge. D plays him to shoot. He locates the open man. Easy doing.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. Malcolm Brogdon was the 2016-17 NBA Rookie of the Year. We spoke about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his willingness to listen and learn.
He's going to listen, whether you're giving him advice. Even as a rookie, he was listening, and I would listen to him, but he was actually, if I saw something as a point guard, he would actually listen to me and try it out the next play. And that's special. You don't have many guys at his status that are doing that.
Yeah, that's very rare indeed. Being a sponge early on and Greg soaking up new ways to expand your game is important.
Kevin, no question at all. Plus, the humility. Knowing your teammates can help you grow. Easy to see why they love him in Milwaukee.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
These guys have quick hands. You have to protect the ball around all of them.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Hill, Mirotic out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by San Antonio. Hill kicks to Ilyasova. It's back to Hill. Passes it to Connaughton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Snell. And off the glass. That one's good. And the Bucks lead by 9. And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Hill. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
All right, a moment here to look at the stats for Bertans. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
Now here is Hill. He had 10 points in the win against Phoenix. Connaughton passes to Ilyasova.
A good defensive position by Aldridge. Veteran play. He really affected that shot.
Down low. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the middle. Picked him clean. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Aldridge. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Walker. Steve, when we talk about signature shots in the NBA, what about Aldridge's fadeaway jumper?
Usually starts with him backing down the defender. He turns, faces up, transfers weight from all the way forward to all the way back. Add in the high release point, virtually unblockable.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said, it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mills. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hill finds Middleton. And DeRozan sends it back. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his first foul of the game. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Eric Bledsoe comes in for George Hill. And San Antonio also making a switch. Pau Gasol's checked in for Bellinelli. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
San Antonio calls timeout. When you played on the road, Smitty, just how much did you hear comments from the crowd? Home or away, but I'm guessing more on the road than at home.
Yeah, on the road, you hear some interesting comments, Kevin, from a lot of the fans. And a lot of times, I didn't want to drown it out. I wanted to hear because it fueled me. And to get a chance to, I wouldn't say engage. I would tell young players not to engage. But the one thing I would do, Kevin, when you get going, you just kind of catch that fan. You get eye contact, and you give them that smile. And that's when I think you really attack them by your facial expressions.
Good explanation. The Spurs shooting their first free throw attempt on the night, and the technical free throw is good.
You look at the way DeRozan has improved since entering the league. Vastly different player. Came in mostly as a driver and a dunker. Has become a complete shooting guard, and he's a fantastic leader on the offensive end as well.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for the Spurs. Here's Middleton. The shot off that time. Nice D from DeRozan. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Spurs trail by 10. Steve, with DeRozan, you can see the changes and improvements in his game year to year.
Yes, his passing is the most recent skill that he worked on. His rebounding and defense also have seen significant improvement over his career. He's one of the top shooting guards in this league.
Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bounce pass Mills. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Antonio again missing. Bucks leading by 10. Here's Brogdon. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Murray kicks to Gay. Gasol trying to free himself up, and it's Rudy Gay with the 3. Gay's got 7.
Doing his part to help stretch the defense. Gay looking confident from range.
Bledsoe outside. Knocked loose. Mirotic the pass to Bledsoe. Here's Lopez, and Gasol sends it back.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots.
Back to DeRozan, pass to Gasol. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Mirotic against Murray for 3. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Gay.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Bledsoe, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bledsoe's got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Murray the pass to Gay. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Milwaukee leading by 6. Bledsoe outside. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
The first one falls. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. And so he hits both. Now Murray. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the pass to DeRozan. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from DeMar DeRozan.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
Now here's Middleton. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Brogdon inside the line. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Spurs trail by 6. Gay with no one around. Misses off the left iron.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now here's Brogdon. He's got 5. No good with the elbow jumper.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
Forbes can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 6. To the inside. At the top of the key, Lopez. In the corner, it's Brogdon. And Forbes kicks to DeRozan. Here's Gay. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. 14 points for Gay.
I like how he absorbed contact. Rudy Gay with the body control to finish through it.
Antetokounmpo against Gay. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Unloads from 13. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Forbes. Bucks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and they're able to recover. And Antetokounmpo slams it in. Spurs trail by 6. Murray outside. Pass to Forbes. And another turnover here by San Antonio. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. Then on Wednesday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He had 31 points in the win against Phoenix.
And you know, another way he impacted the game was forcing turnovers. Really disrupted the offensive flow.
Murray kicks to Gay. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Brogdon. Pass to DeRozan. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe right side. Inside. Here's Middleton. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now a 10-point Bucks lead. San Antonio calls timeout. Now when it comes to getting fans out of their seats, the crossover dribble does it every time. It's so fun to watch. Who are some of the best doing that, you think, Steve?
You know, Kyrie Irving, you know.
Yes.
Steph Curry, Chris Paul, John Wall, James Harden, Jamal Crawford. Those are the guys and names that just stand out. Those are the guys that make the Smitty's top 5 plays under the rim.
Irving's handle is just phenomenal, I think, don't you?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think he's the top of his class.
And the Bucks with some changes. Ilyasova comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. The Spurs also changing it up. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Gasol. Bertans comes in for Rudy Gay. And Walker subbed in for DeJounte Murray. So it's San Antonio now, trailing by 10. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan, one of the handful of NBA players, Steve, who bravely spoke out about mental health and how it impacts them personally.
Yeah, had a great column in which he talked about his depression and anxiety. Never easy for a star athlete or anyone to be so frank about that kind of subject. Takes a lot of courage to do that, and DeRozan was rightfully applauded for his honesty.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots.
Loose shots.
The first free throw is good.
It's exciting to watch a guy develop the way DeRozan has. The ball handling, the passing, the three-point shooting. He's become one of the better all-around players in this league.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
San Antonio making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in. And that one misses.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupation.
Over in the corner, Bertans. He kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Aldridge. Now here's Bellinelli. He's guarded closer. 3 on the clock. Let's go. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
1:04 left to play in the first half. Walker against Brogdon. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the Bucks miss again.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Now here's Brogdon. He has 5, and the basket is good. Ilyasova's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And that one's good by Aldridge. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 19-point game against Phoenix.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Antetokounmpo makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 20.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hello to the people, Shaq.
Hola.
Kenny's here.
Ni hao.
And we're analyzing the first half of action. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 20 points, 4 steals, and 8 rebounds. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, a specific thing that impresses me about Giannis, the ground he covers in just a couple of steps. Uses his length and speed to get up and down the floor, get to the rim. Very difficult for anyone to keep up with him, as we saw in the first half. I don't believe this guy's a 7-foot point guard.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Spurs?
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, in the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Gay is the 3 with Aldridge at the 4. Murray and DeRozan in the backcourt together. And it's Gasol at the center. Now here's Bledsoe. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Antetokounmpo's got the first basket of the third quarter for Milwaukee. DeRozan against Brogdon. And it's DeRozan missing. Milwaukee leading by 10. Antetokounmpo finds Brogdon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
One shot.
And Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
You know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when Spurs say like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times are just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty started to be questioned.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. Here's Gay, following the bucket by the Bucks. To the inside. Good work there as it goes. Murray's got his first points of the game.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's got 8. Here's Middleton. Poked away. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And the Spurs with possession here. It's a 13-point game. DeRozan passes to Murray. Here's the floater. Another shot. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 12 points in the game.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
That's a carryover from the way he played in their last game. All-out energy plays on his way to a huge performance.
Lopez, no luck.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
DeRozan finds Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
DeMar's a magnet for defensive attention. You see the overreaction leading to a wide-open man.
Murray against Bledsoe. Middleton on the wing over Gay. And the Bucks miss again. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 9 points. Stolen by Brogdon. Shoots over DeRozan. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Gay kicks to Murray. Aldridge down low. Antetokounmpo defending. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
No good on that one.
In 2006, when Aldridge was drafted, he went 2nd overall. Judging from the multiple All-Star appearances, that's justified.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Mirotic is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tony Snell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Hill kicks to Snell. Lopez outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. They need this one. Here's Mirotic. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
The baseline J. San Antonio again missing.
And tonight he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
And no good. Gasol with the defensive effort. And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Trying to get open is Mirotic. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from DeMar DeRozan. The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Middleton the pass to Hill. He can't get that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. The open shot, Gay. But they'll get another chance. DeRozan, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. DeRozan's got 15 points.
When you talk about DeMar DeRozan, how he's increased the number of ways he can score, this time off the offensive rebound.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Celtics. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Milwaukee Bucks, 5 games behind.
And right now for the Bucks, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular, but they're still in the race. And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by San Antonio.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Hill. Mills with it. Pass to DeRozan. Knocks it loose. Here's Hill. Here's Middleton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly. And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Pau Gasol.
Some people see Popovich as uncompromising. He can be that way. But working things out with LaMarcus Aldridge last year, just another great coaching achievement.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 8. Here's Hill. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Hill's got his second bucket tonight.
George Hill saw the opportunity, got right to the cup.
And with that Aldridge situation, Popovich said he was the first player to ever bluntly ask him for a trade.
And Popovich replied, Kevin, I'll be happy to trade you. You get me a talent like Kevin Durant, I'll drive you to the airport. Later, Pop says he was overcoaching Aldridge on the offensive end and took care of it.
Here's Hill, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Hill kicks to Lopez. The pass to Middleton. Back to Lopez. The shot comes out. Nice D from Aldridge. One-on-one fast break. He can't get it to go. Milwaukee leading by 8. Middleton outside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here too. Bellinelli's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Here's Bellinelli. He's got 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And here's Mills. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
Hill kicks to Connaughton. Down low. Here's Mirotic, and the layup's good off the glass. Mirotic has got his first points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bertanis, the pass to Mills. And here is Aldridge. He's guarded by Hill. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
He's on a roll. Can't let DeRozan get into rhythm. He will torch you all night.
Hill kicks to Snell. Here's Connaughton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Puts it up. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Mirotic is a fantastic scorer. Does a great job of taking shots within his range.
San Antonio calls timeout. Well, you see Mirotic, and at times, Steve, he seems unstoppable, and at other times, he just can't seem to get anything going.
You know, he's one of the streakier players in the entire league. At this point, it's just who he is as a player. Hopefully, that can change.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Patty Mills. Spurs trail by 11. And Hill over to help. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Bertans. Buries the long-range jumper. Berton's got 7 points in the game.
He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job, but he needs the rest of his team to step up.
Hill kicks to Mirotic. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Mirotic is no stranger to contact on his shots. Puts just the right amount of touch on it.
Here is Forbes, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill. Here is Forbes. Kicks it to Aldridge. He dishes it to Walker. Outside, Bellinelli. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
Hill inside.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Here is Forbes. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And stolen by Ilyasova. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. A 12-point game. Here's Aldridge. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the shot goes down. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points for the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Knocked loose. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back. And Hill throws it down.
George Hill's not a gambler, but with his length and quickness, he gets his share of steals.
Spurs trail by 16. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Bellinelli with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Forbes the pass to Bertans. Shot clock at 6. To stop the run. And too long on the shot. Bucks leading by 16. Mirotic has a wide open look. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists tonight.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And the Bucks with some changes. Brogdon, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Hill. Spurs also with the sub. Murray's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Antetokounmpo. 27 points for him. 1:15 left to play in the third. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height
It's really impressive.
Spurs trail by 18. Now Murray. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aldridge. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Spurs have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. Free throw good, Murray. And so Murray nails both of them. Bucks leading by 16. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Now here's Murray. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint, here's Forbes. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Forbes has got 6 points.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. Shoots from 12. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Nikola Mirotic, Ilyasova out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Bellinelli for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Bellinelli's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for San Antonio. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Now here's Bledsoe. Not a lot of room. Mirotic's shot is off.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Milwaukee. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Rebound San Antonio.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And the first one drops.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Mirotic. And San Antonio with the change here too. Rudy Gay's checked in for Bellinelli. Bucks leading by 11. Lopez finds Bledsoe. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. No good, unable to end this run.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
And he recovers it. Here's Murray. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Inside, Gasol with the steal. Murray the pass to Gay. Bertans kicks to Murray. Down low. Here's Gasol. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. The Spurs making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And it goes down 2 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Lopez outside. Passes it to Brogdon. Shot clock at 5. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. And again, the Bucks miss. And here are the Spurs. 9 points in a row. Good run for them right now. They grabbed their own miss. Bertans' shot is good.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
This was all sparked by their defense. They got some stops, and they did it in a hurry.
Here's Middleton. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Murray the pass to Bertans. Gay kicks to Murray. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Bertans. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. DeRozan against Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Shoots over Brogdon.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
Murray, no good.
Tough to cut into the lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
Brogdon. Nice D from DeRozan. Here's San Antonio. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Gay. Gasol on the high post. DeRozan against Brogdon. Now here's DeRozan. Tight defense on him. Count it. Good.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They've done a great job, but they're not done yet.
Murray against Bledsoe. The dish to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
The pass to Murray. Here's Bertans. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 8th assist in the game.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working. That's his shot. Close to the basket, had the defense on his heels, kicking himself right now.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, it's felt like that all game. He is just aggressive and finds ways to snag rebounds out of thin air sometimes.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton for three. Gay with the defensive effort. Spurs trail by 4. Goes up to the stripe. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 25 points for DeMar DeRozan.
A nice make there from DeMar DeRozan, who is so strong on the offensive end.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And Steve, even to this day, Pau Gasol can be a factor on the offensive end.
He's really developed range later in his career. You can still post him up. He can still pass it. He shares it. And an underrated competitor.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
And that one falls for Middleton.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Murray kicks to Bertans. Passes to Gasol. Murray against Bledsoe. Kicks it out to Gay. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks leading by 5. Down low, here's Antetokounmpo. San Antonio with the rebound. Gasol's got his 16th rebound on the night. Bledsoe comes over to help. Back to Bertans. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 9 assists now tonight.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
I'm so surprised in a game this close. I know it's easy to criticize, but the defense has to be better in the fourth.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Pass to DeRozan. Here's Bertans. He's guarded by Brogdon. Murray surveying the D. Antetokounmpo against Gay. Here's Murray. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from DeMar DeRozan.
Quick first step. This is why it's hard to stay in front of DeMar DeRozan.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. The feed to Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Here's Gasol. Good D by Lopez.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And there's the pass to Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Offline with his 3. Spurs trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. He has been so big here in the fourth quarter. 5 of 6 from the field.
Bledsoe dishes to Middleton. No good on the triple. San Antonio's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboard.
He is just hitting the backboard every chance he gets. He is feasting for rebounds out there.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Bertans. That free throw good from Aldridge. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Bucks leading by 3. Brogdon with it. Middleton outside. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Over Aldridge. The baseline J. Antetokounmpo, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Murray the pass to Gay. Count that bucket.
Good move getting the ball into Rudy's hands. He's capable of hitting monster buckets.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Lopez has it in the corner. Here's Brogdon. Bledsoe outside. Fires the 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And finished off by DeRozan.
Loaded up with a lot of confidence. DeMar DeRozan can be a big-time performer.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hat. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
San Antonio's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. DeRozan against Brogdon. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. 1:12 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Middleton, and stolen by Gay. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
DeRozan simply rising to the occasion with that make. Huge shot.
And so it's Milwaukee now. And here's Bledsoe. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. Hins the 3.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 2. There's 49 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Gasol kicks to DeRozan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
This is no surprise. With his athleticism, DeRozan, one of the league's best at getting to the line.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both good from the line that time.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Antetokounmpo finds Bledsoe. That one misses. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 111. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here's Gasol. They'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Murray. DeRozan on the wing. It's over Brogdon. Can't cash in. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And the Spurs start out with the ball. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Bledsoe is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Middleton in at the 3. Here's Murray. Finished off the break. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
San Antonio's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Outside Gasol. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. Rudy Gay on the wing. Defended by Middleton.
No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. DeRozan on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Milwaukee in the lead. That's tipped. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Brogdon. In the corner, Middleton with it. Drains the three-pointer. Middleton's got 19 points. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shot to stop the run. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut now to just 3 on the bucket from Gay.
Such a fluid athlete. Rudy dancing on the offensive end, keeping defenders off balance.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Here's Brogdon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brogdon. And he makes both free throws. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Spurs trail by 5. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Passes it to Murray. Lopez against Gasol. Poke loose. Lopez with the steal. Middleton looking it over. Brogdon the pass to Middleton. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Middleton. We're now about 3 minutes into this overtime period. Murray kicks to DeRozan. Banked in off the glass. DeRozan's got 37.
We see the value of increasing your range. DeRozan can find more space inside now because of it.
Bounce pass Middleton. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Off target with his 3.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
Spurs trail by 6. Here's DeRozan. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
That's his money shot. DeRozan makes this in his sleep. Come on.
Bledsoe outside. Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Brogdon inside the line. Here's Antetokounmpo, and good that time. Antetokounmpo's got 41.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities. Poor defensive rebounding for them.
Here's DeRozan. Lopez with the block. Middleton against Gay. And stolen by Murray. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And with that matchup, doing what he was able to do there, just muscling inside, he's not going to have a lot of problems.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. Spurs trail by 9. DeRozan finds Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Now Bledsoe. Now here's Brogdon. Dishes to Antetokounmpo. Good on the shot. Antetokounmpo's got 43 points.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Here's DeRozan, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. They led by as many as 18 points.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 9. We've got 28 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They'd used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
Hill inside, covered by Mills, and the basket by Hill. And it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.